Hi, hello everyone. A big hi to all my bacha logs here in this classroom. So everyone just yell out and tell me how are you all doing? Okay, and a very warm good evening to everyone here in this classroom. Fatafat, just let me know how are you all doing, मेरा प्यारा बच्चा लोग. अरे यशराज, आदित्य, प्रीति. Okay, अरे मेरा दिन तो बहुत प्यारा था. It was so good, Preeti. Thank you so much for asking. Hello, good evening, Arpan. Good evening. Good to have you here. Jiu, Tejas, Manas, Mohit, Ritu, Pinakshi. Okay, a big hi to everyone once again. Now, do you all know what is the special occasion for the day? How many of you know what is the special occasion for the day? Okay, why this class is so much special? How many of you know? Hi, Jiu. Good evening. Arpan, good evening. Pratap, good evening. अरे हितेश, thank you so much. मैं तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया. Are Manas like the video? Okay, so Manas already has liked the video. I hope everybody can be like Manas and like the video, right? Yes, मेरा सगवान है. अरे happy Pongal है, मैं तो भूल गया. अरे happy Pongal to every बच्चा लोग here. And one more thing. Okay, I know that it's a very festival season is going on Pongal, right? Okay, and I want to wish every one of you happy Pongal. Along with that, we have something special happening here also in this particular classroom. We're going to start a new chapter, which is thermodynamics. You all know how much important it is, right? So we'll be focusing on the important topics, important concepts. We'll be trying to solve as many MCQ questions and numericals and conceptual questions as possible. And what we're going to do, we'll make this chapter super simple. Okay, makhan ki tarah smooth banega. Okay, we will make this particular chapter so smooth, so beautiful, and you will love every bit of this particular chapter, right? So, bacha log, if you are seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and students who love me more, they just simply call me, right? A bit of introduction about myself, I hope you all can see on the screen, isn't it? I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I'm a beta graduate from NIT Calicut in mechanical engineering. More than that, मेरा बच्चा लोग, I am from Kerala. So I'm not so much good with the language of Hindi, but I'm still learning. I love the language of Hindi. So थोड़ा in the Hindi में बात करेगा, if I'm correct actually. ठीक है? Remaining all the explanation, all the conceptual explanation, everything is going to be in English. Fine. Okay, moving on. देख ले, I'll just show you the schedule for this particular week, मेरा बच्चा लोग. So tomorrow, 14th of Jan, what do we have? Array thermal properties of matter. We never did a mega menti quiz, right? So tomorrow that is going to happen, not at 8 p.m. Slight change of time will be there on Friday. I hope you all know, all the regular students ko pata hai. Those who don't know, let me tell you, tomorrow the class is at 10 p.m. The mega menti quiz for thermal properties. Don't miss it, because I really want to see who is going to be on top of tomorrow's leaderboard. Okay? Yes. If you don't want to miss the live classes from any of the amazing teachers and the favorite teachers you love, the link for the Telegram channel is here and also in the description box. Bugs Foundy, what it is? It's an amazing program which can help you to grab a lot of prizes. What you have to do? Go to the description, there you'll find a link. Fill the link if you're finding any inappropriate content in the videos uploaded by Unacademy. If it is valid, बहुत सारा, खूब सारा prizes मिल जाएगा आप सब लोगों को. Now, but chalo, is there anyone who haven't heard about our Unacademy Compact scholarship test? Those who haven't heard, right? Let me tell you, you guys have missed a lot. And if you don't want to miss a lot much of benefits waiting for you, come and enroll for this Unacademy Compact scholarship test, which happens on every Sunday at 1 p.m. Because you are going to get lot much of prizes. But chalo, do you know what is the first prize going to be? For the rank 1, it's just the gold medal you're going to get. Second rank, you're going to get silver medal, bachalo, and for the rank 3, bronze medal. I haven't completed. Not just that. For the first rank, first 3 rankers, you'll be given 1 year of plus subscription, pura free. Others are given scholarships, mera bachalo, and for the first 25 rankers, certificates are distributed. If I keep on talking, and I'll have to keep on talking like this, because there are so many benefits waiting for you. So don't miss it. It happens on every Sunday at 1 p.m. Even the registration is free, mera bachcha log. If you want to write it, it's completely free. But utna to free nahi hai. You just have to put in this referral code if you want to get this particular compact test for free. If you want to write it, you just have to by heart this, which is AMB10. Keep it there inside your memory. Okay, don't forget it. Use it as a referral code. Once you register for this combat test, you can get it for free. Now, let me ask a small thing to every one of you, to all the bacha log. Okay, share the class to all your friends jaldi se. Okay, not to all your colleagues, to all your friends, jaldi se फटाफट share कर दे and बोल दे भैया ने start किया हमारा class. And today we are going to discuss one of the amazing topic, right? Jiu, Bhumika, Sai, Preeti. Okay, every one of you, as you all know, so don't miss it. Jaldi se share kar le and tell them that we have started the class. Okay, whoever is new here, you should also be knowing what are the super amazing features you are missing in the Unacademy platform, right? Can I explain that? 2 minutes I'll take. फिर we'll start that amazing topic. देख ले. We all are learning through YouTube nowadays, है ना? I do love that. I do appreciate that. Okay, I am also so happy if you are learning through YouTube. But there are some students who would love a personal mentoring and personal guidance directly from the teacher. Matlab, if there was a teacher just behind that particular students, okay, and to tell them that whenever they make a mistake, okay, so many students would love that. If you are one among them, your best chance to be is on the Unacademy Plus subscription platform. Okay, because in the platform you have the live chat box, okay, and also the question box where you can ask your doubts, ask all your questions, whatever you have the doubts, get it cleared on the spot whenever the educator is taking the classes. More than that, there is a feature called as in-class calling facility. Matlab, you can call your educator on the spot in the class, talk to him, get your doubts cleared. और क्या चाहिए बच्चा लोग? Matlab, learning something without having any doubt, that's a dream of all students that can happen once you're a part of Unacademy Plus subscription. More than that, top educators of the country will be there to teach you, mera bachcha log. Okay, with their immense experience, they will be able to tell you what all question pattern you should be expecting for the examination, isn't it? Yes. Okay, they'll be telling you what all questions, numericals and MCQs you should be practicing so that you can make the best preparation for all the examination. You just follow them. You are going to make an amazing preparation for all the competitive examination and you're going to ace it. And obviously, you'll be ending up in the colleges you are dreaming about. Then study material, practice test, live test series. Everything is going to make you super confident, mera bachcha log. If you go for 12 months, it will cost you 1,250 per month. And do you need to pay that much? Bilkul nahi. We have our code. What is the code about? AMB10. Use it, get 10% out discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Then we have Unacademy iconic subscription where we'll get all the features of Plus, whichever I have mentioned already. Plus some extra features will be there, such as personal mentor. A person will be assigned to you. He'll be there for all your academic activities. 24/7 he'll be there. So you'll feel so calm and very good. And you'll feel so much interested for studies also once this person is there. Live doubt solving classes, weekly reports. Everything will just make you super awesome. So 12 months if you go for, it will cost you 2,333 per month. And if you want 10% of discount, याद कर लिया हमारा code AMB10. Okay, use it as a referral code, get 10% and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Offer चल रहा है बच्चा लोग. This is the best time to make the subscription because if you go for 12 months or a subscription above that, you'll be given extra 3 months of subscription. Don't miss it. Only for the first 500 subscribers, make use of it and be a part of this Unacademy family. And let's learn together and let's crack it. Okay. And that's it. Ho gaya hamara. Okay, that's all about Unacademy and everything. That's all about me. And now it's time for only physics. Arey Anushka, hum to ja rahe. We're gonna start. ठीक है. We will be starting, we'll be going so smoothly, we'll understand every concept. There shouldn't be any student leaving this particular classroom without understanding the concept. So Bhumika, Dipanshi, Muskan, Pranali, Jiu, Swatantra, Mithilesh, Nantani, everyone, ready hai kya? Are you all ready with full of energy and Josh? Okay, Jiu, Satyam, sab ready hai. Mera pura bacha log ready hai. The entire physics family is ready. So, take out your notebook, take out your pen, write the heading as thermodynamics and just listen to me. Okay, what we are going to learn in this chapter? Which chapter we already have completed? Thermal properties of matter. What we have learned there, mera bachcha log? We have learned about heat energy. ठीक है, we have learned about from where to where the heat energy will travel, right? How much amount of heat energy is being transferred from one body to another body during a temperature change. We have learned all these things in the previous chapter. So in this chapter of thermodynamics, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn, okay, more in depth about heat energy. We will learn what is going to happen to the heat energy when we provide to a material. Okay, and to what all other energy this heat energy is getting converted to. Is heat energy getting converted to kinetic? Is heat energy getting converted to potential? Is heat energy able to do some work? Everything we are going to discuss in this particular chapter. So this particular chapter is all about this energy conversion from one form to another. So stay tight, and you should also be having some basics from our chapter of work power energy. So it will be very much better, and you can understand all the concepts in a better way, because this chapter is more or less about the energy only. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Now, before we go into the core of the chapter, I have to introduce you to the sum of the terms, okay, that we will be using in this particular chapter. So we'll start with the very first term. Everybody can write. Red color अच्छा नहीं है ना, हम तो use करेगा white color. It is adiabatic walls. First heading. ये adiabatic wall क्या होता है? Okay, let's say here we have a wall. Okay, and if this particular wall or any material, let it be, if it doesn't allow the heat energy to pass through, if it does not allow, delta Q, not allowed, doesn't allow such kind of walls, okay, or such kind of materials, we call it as adiabatic walls, which will not allow the heat energy to pass through it. Okay, nothing more to explain on that particular thing, as you all know. Now, you'll be thinking, sir, if there are walls which does not allow the heat energy to flow through, won't there be some walls which allow the heat energy to pass through? हाँ, और क्या? बिल्कुल है. उसका भी एक नाम तो होता है ना, sir? Yes, it is. Do you want to know what it is? We call it as diathermic wall. What is it? Diathermic walls. Okay. ये diathermic walls क्या आता है? You all can define. If a wall or if any material allow the heat energy to pass through, we call it as diathermic. If delta Q is allowed to pass through this particular wall, then we call it as diathermic walls. Too simple sa word, because we'll be using this particular term in the next two topics. इसीलिए I have introduced you to this particular term even before we started the main topic. Clear hai na? Not so big, I suppose. Okay, now moving further. What is waiting for us? The topic that is waiting for us is thermal equilibrium. And the two terms that we have discussed was so much necessary for understanding this particular topic of thermal equilibrium. Everybody write the heading. Dekh le. Just listen to me. You have a system of gas A. You have another system of gas B. When can you call these two systems as in thermal equilibrium? In simple words, if there is no flow of heat energy between these two systems, even though you keep in contact, then we can call that these two systems are in equilibrium. Sir, we need more information. We need to understand in a better way. Bhaiya to hai. I'll explain. Dekh le. How can we explain thermal equilibrium with the help of diagram? I'm having a system like this, a system of a gas. I have a container, I'm filling it with some gases. Initial pressure is PA, initial volume is VA, and initial temperature is TA. Okay, now you keep in contact with another gas. Let us call the gas as B, or the system as B. Its pressure is a PB, its volume is VB, and its temperature is TB. And this is a diathermic wall. Now you understood why we have learned this term before we started with our topic. ठीक है, diathermic wall मतलब yes, which will allow the heat energy to pass through. Suppose temperature of A is greater than the temperature of B. What will happen? Tell me what will happen. Yes, there will be a heat energy flow delta Q from the system A to the system B until both of them has the same temperature. Isn't it? Until both of them has the same temperature, then the heat energy will keep on flowing. Once they obtain equal amount of temperature, there won't be any further flow of heat energy. Then we can say that these two systems are in what? Thermal equilibrium. We can say we can give a definition for thermal equilibrium in two different ways. Which are the two different ways? Either we can say that if two systems is in contact, if there is no flow of heat energy between them, it is in thermal equilibrium. What is the other way? If both of them has the same amount of temperature, then we can say that it is in a thermal equilibrium. What about the cases of pressure and volume? Arey bachcha log, obviously, whenever there is a transfer of heat between two systems, this will be converted to some other value, PA dash and VA dash. This pressure and volume will also be converted to some other values. Let's call it as PV dash and VB dash. So whenever the system is in equilibrium, obviously pressure and volume can have different values, but it should be remaining as a constant. Matlab, once the system has acquired the equilibrium, the pressure and volumes of both the systems shouldn't be changing further. No one is telling pressure and volume should be equal. Okay? It should be remaining as a constant. If all these things are satisfied, we can say that the given system is in thermal equilibrium. समझ में आ गया? अरे समझ में आ गया बच्चा लोग अच्छे से? जल्दी बोल दे. Is this topic of thermal equilibrium clear to every one of you? Okay. Is it clear? Good evening, Anshika. Hare means equilibrium. Okay. Yes. Okay. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया बिल्कुल से. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now shall we do some simple conceptual question? छोटू मोटू conceptual question भी कर सकता है ना? ठीक है, देख ले. What is thermal equilibrium? We have different options given here. Go through options and tell me which is the most appropriate definition for thermal equilibrium. जल्दी बोल दे, अच्छा वाला, ठीक है? And let me see who's the very first person to give me the correct answer. मैं देखूंगा कौन दे रहे आज का first correct answer. Those who have listened to the classroom can only give me that. First person कौन है? First person कौन है? भूमिका. Very good. Anshika. Mansi, option D दे रहा है. अरे option C correct है. भूमिका, Aryan and so many others are giving me the option Likith, Meru, or Meru gave me the option D. Okay, so I think the first person to give me the correct answer was Bhumika. Very good, awesome Bhumika. Yes, it is option C. देख ले, when two objects in contact with each other are at the same temperature, not same pressure, right? Pressure, it can be any value, but it should be remaining as a constant. We are not talking about having the same pressure. If both of them have the same temperature, or if there is no further flow of heat energy, ठीक है, we can call it as the systems in equilibrium. अरे, one and the same it is. If both of them are having same temperature, there won't be any further flow of heat energy. ठीक है? If there is no further flow of heat energy, it means that both of them are at the same temperature. ठीक है? मतलब both is corresponding or giving you the same meaning only here. Okay, nothing new. Okay, समझ में आ गया? I suppose nothing new I have thought. Okay, ये कर ले. Okay, थोड़ा सा application level question है, but फिर भी उतना बड़ा application level question भी नहीं है. Should I be removing this? अरे भाई आजा. Okay, टिक जा उधर. ठीक है. I took that cursor and I have kept it here so that my बच्चा लोग can see this question अच्छे से. बोल दो. स्क्रीन क्लियर नहीं है? अरे क्लीन तो बिल्कुल क्लियर है, देख ले. I can see myself. मेरा भी फोन है, देख ले. I am also looking at the videos अभी. अच्छे से दिख रहा है, मेरा बॉटल भी अच्छे से दिख रहा है. Okay, question. Are you not able to give the answer? Okay, let me see the first person to give me the correct answer. I'll just call out the name of that person who gave me the correct answer. First person. Are Anshika, there you go. Anshika gave me the first correct answer. First person to give me the correct answer. Very good. It's option D, मेरे बच्चे लोग. D है हमारा option. I'll explain. देख ले. a solid X is in thermal equilibrium with a solid Y. Matlab, temperature of X is equal to temperature of Y. Solid Y has the same temperature as solid Z. So solid Y has a temperature as solid Z. Matlab X, Y, Z, all of them has the same temperature. If the three solids have different masses and composition, which one of the following statement is correct? That is simple. As X and Z has the same temperature, will there be any further flow of heat energy between them? No. So which option we should be going for? D. There will be no net transfer of energy if X is placed in thermal contact with Z. Why? Both of them have the same temperature. If temperature same है तो why there should be a heat transfer? No heat transfer. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? Okay, be happy. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया ना? So we have the option D as our correct answer. That's it. So thermal equilibrium ka concept, I think it is pretty clear to every one of you. Let's proceed further. We are moving and we are going to discuss the first law of thermodynamics. Now, when I talk about the first law, it is given the name of Zeroth law. There is a simple, funny story behind why the name for the first law of thermodynamics is actually Zeroth law. Okay. First, okay, a law of thermodynamics was being discovered. It was given the name of first law of thermodynamics. Okay. Now, it was after the discovery of first law of thermodynamics, this basic and fundamental law was discovered. Okay, as this is the fundamental one, it should be given a number less than 1. So that's how it got the name of Zeroth law of thermodynamics. Everyone is like, sir, idhar iska fun ka hai? At what point we should be laughing? It's up to you. I was just telling you the story. Okay, so here we have the basic, okay, and the fundamental law of thermodynamics, and which is the easiest one also. Let's read. First, bacha log, let's read what this is about. Then I'll go for the explanation. Dekh le. Zeroth law of thermodynamics, which states that two systems in thermal equilibrium with a third system separately are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Sir, kya bol rahe hai sir aap? Kya bol rahe hai? Okay, I should be explaining this in detail, right? Okay. Everybody listen here. I'm just going to draw some diagram that will help you to understand about this particular Zeroth law in the best way possible. We have a system A at a temperature of TA. We have a system B at a temperature of TB. And we have a system C. Let's say its initial temperature is TC. This is an adiabatic one. Matlab, there is no heat transfer directly between the system A and B, though there is heat transfer. Why? Because this is an adiabatic wall. It will not allow the heat energy to pass through. समझ में आ गया? ठीक है? And ये दोनों है ना? ये दोनों are diathermic wall. मतलब क्या? मतलब these two walls will allow the heat energy to pass through. देख ले, A and C are in contact, B and C are in contact, लेकिन A and B are not in contact. So what will happen? Heat energy will transfer between A and C. It will also be transferring between B and C. After some time, A and C will come in equilibrium by attaining a common temperature. Same, okay, C and B will also be coming in equilibrium. देख ले, C has an equilibrium temperature of T, so B will also be getting the same amount of temperature. है ना? है ना? Temperature, heat energy transfer happened. Heat energy transfer happened until both of them has the same temperature. देख ले, one of the system is in thermal equilibrium with a third system separately. Other system is also in thermal equilibrium with a third system separately. And though there is no direct contact between A and B, still the A and B is in thermal equilibrium. How can we say that? Dekh le, both of them have the same temperature, isn't it? And this itself is what is called as Zeroth law of thermodynamics. You may think that, अरे sir, इसमें कुछ नहीं है. हाँ, उतना तो नहीं है. ठीक है? And that itself is our Zeroth law. छोटू सा concept है. Okay? If two systems A and B is in thermal equilibrium with a third system separately, which is C here, right? A and B will be in thermal equilibrium. This is what is said in Zeroth law. Not a big deal. Yeah? There is not even possible for asking questions directly. Okay, chotu sa, nanna sa, munna sa question. Okay, do you need any extra explanation from here? Or should I be wearing the chashma? Which one do you want? Do you need extra explanation for this or do you need me to wear chashma? Or dono nahi chahiye? Which one do you support? Jiu, Lakhil, Mehru, Udipta? A equal to C, B is equal to C, A equal to B. Ha, Anshika, you said that, है ना? Simple mathematics you can say. If A equal to B, okay, and if B equal to C, obviously A equal to C. Likit Sai is only supporting me. I have only one supporter here who says Chashma. मेरा दोनों चाहिए. अरे इसमें क्या है? To explain more here. Okay. I think we have more Chashma supporters here in this class. Chashmas are required. Okay. Suresh Kumar is like, दोनों नहीं चाहिए sir. Tejas, I like your biceps. अरे कुछ भी नहीं है, मैं तो पतलू है, पतलू. Okay. So पतलू भैया ने, we are going to proceed with the classes. Are you all ready? ठीक है. There is nothing like we can ask MCQ question from Zeroth Law. That's why there is no question here. Now we'll proceed further. ठीक है. And we will start discussing about internal energy. How many of you want to know internal energy क्या होता है? Okay, and the relationship between this heat and internal energy. बहुत सारा डिस्कस कर रहा है हमको. शुरू करें? ठीक है. Everyone write the heading. Everyone write the heading as internal. ठीक है. बाप रे, बच गया. स्पेलिंग तो करेक्ट हो गया. ठीक है. Internal energy. What is it about? देख ले, I'm just taking a matter here. ठीक है. I'm just taking a matter here, a body, let's say. Obviously, like every body, this will also be made up of molecules. Okay. Now, because of the temperature, we know that the particles will be having a speed. Yes or no? Each particle will be associated with a speed v. Matlab, if it has a speed, won't it be associated with some kinetic energy? Yes. Particles are associated with the kinetic energy. At the same time, dekh le, there is some distance between the particles or the molecules. What is the energy associated with the position of a particular matter? I'll tell you. Surface of the ground, if there is a body at some height, which energy is associated? We have one mass here, another mass here. Because of the height or because of the difference between them, which energy is associated? Array, potential energy, isn't it? Just like that, because of the distance between two particles here, it will also be associated with what? A potential energy. Matlab, the particles here are associated with the kinetic and potential. And do you know what do you call the sum total of this kinetic and potential energy is called as? What do we call it? Yes, we call this as internal energy. Sir, इतना simple है. Sir, इतना simple था internal energy. और क्या? उतना ही है. ठीक है? The sum total of the kinetic and the potential energy associated with all the particles. नाम तो क्या है? नाम तो क्या है? Internal energy. बस. और कुछ नहीं. समझ में आ गया सबको? Is this clear? Okay. Now, internal energy. What is simple we usually use for internal energy? U है. One simple thing, let me add to it. Tell me, if I increase the temperature, what will happen? The particles will start moving faster. Matlab, if it moves faster, kinetic energy increases. At the same time, if temperature increase, the particles will start moving freely, or we can say that the distance between the particle will also increases, which increases its potential energy. Matlab, temperature if it is increased, kinetic and potential energy increase हो जाएगा. If this is increasing, what is increasing in a net way, in a total way? हाँ, internal energy increase हो रहा है, which means the increase of U is totally dependent upon the increase of temperature. मतलब if temperature is increased, it means the internal energy increases. If temperature is decreased, internal energy decreases. Direct relation है दोनों के बीच पे. Okay, कुछ चल रहा है दोनों के बीच पे. मतलब the internal energy and temperature are directly proportional. What we can say. If temperature increase हो गया तो internal energy increase होगा. Temperature decrease, internal energy decrease. आ गया समझ? आ गया क्लियर बच्चा लोग, जल्दी बोल दे। इज इट क्लियर? अरे गुड इवनिंग श्रेया। पता नहीं आज बहुत प्यास लग रहा है मुझे, आई एम फीलिंग सो थर्स्टी हियर। लेकिन सा यस बच्चा लोग, मुझे बच्चा लोग कॉल कर रहा है। अरे यू गाइस आर माय बच्चा लोग राइट? ओके क्लियर। मिथिलेश, भूमिका, जशन, म्यारा, किरण, सुरेश कुमार, अरे बच्चा लोग सबको मिल रहा है, everyone is getting the concept, then everything is awesome, isn't it? That's about internal energy and that's how it is related to temperature. Now this is not the best part, this is not the important part, right? We are now entering into our important part, which is first law of thermodynamics. And what is explained in this first law of thermodynamics? The relationship of heat energy with the internal energy. Shall we discuss that? Shall we discuss that? That is the important part, okay? And the reason for me explaining internal energy is to explain or to pitch in our first law of thermodynamics. What is it? First law of thermodynamics. Everybody, देख ले. I'm not going to just tell you first law of thermodynamics ऐसे है. Okay, together we are going to derive the concepts of first law of thermodynamics. देख ले. Everyone listen to me here. If you listen to this concept, है ना, within 5 minutes, this first law of thermodynamics will be मक्खन जैसे बनेगा सब लोगों को. You will find it so much smooth and clear to you. देख लें. We have a container which is filled with gases of molecules. बहुत सारा है, ठीक है? And on top of it, you are keeping a movable piston. What is it? A movable piston. If you want, I can write it. A movable piston, a piston which can be moved. Okay. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm going to give some heat energy to this gas molecules. What I'm going to do? Delta Q amount of heat energy I'm going to provide. To help you understand more, Anna, let me introduce or let me assign some numerical value. I'm giving 10 joules of heat energy to this system. What will happen? Temperature will increase. The molecules will start moving faster, okay, and they will stand apart. मतलब kinetic energy increase हो जाएगा, potential energy increase हो जाएगा, which means there will be an increase in delta U. मतलब internal energy increase हो जाएगा, which means from the total heat energy that you provide to this particular system is used for increasing the internal energy of the system. मतलब 7 joule is given as the increase of internal energy. From 10 joules है ना, 7 is given for that. पूछ ले sir 3, what happened to the remaining 3 joules? Don't you all want to know? देख ले. Now when the molecules start moving faster, won't it be making more amount of collisions on this particular piston? Yes or no? Yes. If the molecules keep on making more amount of collisions, what will it be producing? Yes, large pressure. Pressure to increase हो जाएगा. Because of the increased pressure, there will be an upward force. Can you see that? Array, what will be there? There will be an upward force will be there. And what will this upward force will do? This upward force will make this piston move upward. ऐसे. Okay, matlab we can see a displacement happening to this particular piston. Matlab the gas molecules are providing a force and displacing this particular piston. Force and displacement, what will it produce? Work. है ना? What will it produce मेरा बच्चा लोग? Work will be produced. So from the 10 joules of heat energy that you provide, 7 joules, let's say, we are simply taking an example, ठीक है? 7 joules is provided as the increase of heat energy and the remaining 3 is given as what? Work done. This itself is हमारा, अरे ये तो है हमारा first law of thermodynamics. मतलब delta Q, the amount of heat energy that you provide, is used for increase in internal energy delta U plus work done. हो गया. If you have understood this, अच्छा लोग, आधा part of this particular chapter is over. Almost 45% of this chapter is over if you got this. बोल दे. How many of you can say with full of confidence, sir, we got the 45% of the chapter? If you want to say that with confidence, you should be understanding this particular concept of first law of thermodynamics. Clear है ना मेरू, भूमिका, मिथिलेश? Clear to all the बच्चा लोग? ठीक है, फिर तो बढ़िया है ना? So do we have more concept? We have both. Concept भी है, numericals भी है, सब है हमारा साथ. Okay, this is just like a mixture, you know, right? A mixture, it has all the flavors. Okay, ऐसा वाला chapter है. Concepts भी है, लेकिन उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है. Numericals भी है, उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है. Okay, but it's a very simple chapter, let's say. 100% of the thing you thought. Okay, ठीक है. सुरेश कुमार मोहंडी, समझ नहीं आता. अरे क्लास का 99.9 बच्चा लोग को समझ में आ गया, एक बच्चा लोग को कैसे नहीं समझ में आ जाए? बोल दे, what is your doubt? Instead of telling, instead of typing all the time, समझ में नहीं आया, ठीक है, बोल दे क्यों, क्या वाला समझ में नहीं आया वो बोल दे बच्चा. हाँ, we can call it as a moderate chapter, ठीक है. Okay, now understood है ना? Once again, what is said in first law of thermodynamics? बोल रहा है, whatever is the heat energy that you provide is used to increase the internal energy, and it is also used for doing the work here. Okay, and that's all about the first law of thermodynamics. And what is left to learn from the first law of thermodynamics is the sign convention. We should be knowing when to give a positive value of heat energy, when to give a negative value of heat energy, when to give positive value of internal energy, when to give positive value of work done. We should be having a sign convention, right? And that is only left from first law of thermodynamics. ठीक है, let's understand. We'll take the same example once again. Okay, हमारा piston, because of the extra force that is being applied here, ठीक है, the piston moves upward by making a displacement of delta x. Okay, heat energy is being provided, some is used for increasing the heat energy, मतलब internal energy. Okay, first thing first, when can we call delta q as positive? Okay, this is the convention. Don't ask me ऐसे क्यों, because we are giving a convention so that we can understand whenever a positive sign is being there in the question, it means the heat energy is given to the system. So right now I have told you when to assign positive for delta Q. When? If we are giving heat energy to the gases, heat given to the gas, heat given to the gas. If we are giving heat energy to the gas and if the gas is absorbing the heat energy, delta Q ka value positive. What about delta U? When can the change in internal energy be positive? Obviously, delta U matlab change in internal energy, matlab final value minus initial. When can delta U be positive? Obviously, when U increases. Whenever the potential energy, whenever the internal energy increases, we can say delta U is positive. Tell me when can we have an increase of internal energy? Kab? Array, when the temperature increases, right? Whenever the temperature increases, hai na bachcha log, the internal energy increases. When the internal energy increases, delta U positive. Matlab, even we say that the temperature is increasing, delta U ka sign kya hota hai? बोल दो ना जरा. Delta U का साइन क्या आता है? पॉजिटिव होता है. मूविंग ऑन, लास्ट थिंग, वर्क डन. देख ले, here the gas molecules are applying an upward force. है या नहीं? है या नहीं? हाँ. The gas molecules are applying an upward force and making the piston move upward. Okay, matlab when the piston move upward, is the volume increasing? Yes, the volume is increasing. So this, we say that the work done is positive. And do you know what do we call this work done as? We will say this is the work done by the system. Who's the system here? Gas molecule. Aren't the gas molecules doing the work here? Yes. So we call this as work done by the system. Work done by the system. Okay? And whenever work is being done by the system, when the gas molecules are moving up the piston, okay, we will have the work done as what? Positive. One more way we can tell work done is positive. In which case, when work is done by the system, when work is done by the gas molecules, piston will be moving upward. When the piston move upward, isn't the volume increasing? Initial volume was this much. Now when the piston moves upward, the volume becomes this much. Extra volume is being added up. So whenever the volume increases also, we can say that when volume increases, in that case also we can say work done is positive. समझ में आ गया? This is very, very, very important. Simply knowing delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done is not going to help you in any way if you don't know the sign convention. दोनों साथ में होता तो अच्छा हो जाएगा. If you just have a single palm, will it be able to make a sound? No. Both should go hand in hand. ठीक है? I don't know whether it's a good example, but फिर clear? अरे जियू म्यारा मेरो मिथिलेश. And also tell me if it is clear what you all should be asking for. Sir, question दे दो. पूछ ले sir, question दे दो. If you all are asking, I'll be giving you the questions. जल्दी से जल्दी फटाफट अभी के अभी तुरंत से तुरंत मैं क्वेश्चन दे दूंगा. हाँ सर, गुरुकुल स्टूडेंट बोल रहा है. हाँ सर, वी नीड क्वेश्चन, नैरो क्वेश्चंस. भूमिका, मिथिलेश, अंशिका. सो ये सब नोट किया ना एवरीबडी? ओके, नोट किया ना पूरा का पूरा बच्चा लोग? जस्ट कंफर्म मी द सेम थिंग इन द चैट बॉक्स. डू लेट मी नो दैट everybody have copied this down into your notebook. Jiyu, Bhumika, Ratika, Mansi, Udiptha. Okay, fun with social studies. Sir, question. Okay, everybody one question only. ठीक है, दे दिया. We'll start with छोटू सा, नन्ना सा, मुन्ना सा question. Okay. कर ले. छोटू सा, नन्ना सा, मुन्ना सा question है. आजकल है ना ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चल रहा है. पीपल हैव डिफरेंट रीजन नॉट टू राइट द नोट. मेरो बोल रहा है कि सर टुडे इज नॉट इन मूड टू नोट. ठीक है, आपका मर्जी. ओके, इज इट डन? अरे वन ऑफ द सिंपलेस्ट क्वेश्चन यू कैन एवर रिसीव. जस्ट write down the formula for first law of thermodynamics, put the values in it, okay, get your answer. Let me see the very first person to give me the answer. कौन है भाई, कौन है? Who's going to give me the very first answer? पहला वाला answer. Anyone? First person to give me the answer is अरे मिथिलेश and Bhumika. अरे मेरू. Then अरे everyone is giving the answer one by one. Jiyu, then Gurukul, Tia. Okay, everyone. There we go, Sakshi. Okay, very good. So I should consider everyone to give me the correct answer as soon as possible. Okay, I just read out the names as much as possible. Okay, कर ले. अरे simple सा सीधा सा question देख ले. The heat exchange between the system and the surrounding is given as plus 60. Delta Q is plus 60. Once again, just tell me. Plus 60 का मतलब क्या है? Plus. We are giving the heat energy to the system. उसको दे रहा है. To the gas molecules, we are giving the heat energy. Okay. And the internal energy change is minus 180. Delta U is minus 180 joule. मतलब क्या है? If the delta U is minus, does it mean that internal energy is increasing? No. If internal energy increases or temperature increases, delta U positive होता है. Delta U negative का मतलब internal energy is decreasing. इसका मतलब ये है कि it is giving out its kinetic energy and potential energy from the system to the surroundings. समझ में आ गया? That's why there is a decrease of this internal energy. Question is work done. Formula: delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done. Substitute delta Q plus 60. Delta U minus 180. ठीक है, work done. अरे minus 180 go to the right hand side as plus 180. 180 plus 60 वही है क्या? Who doesn't know how to solve? 240 joules and there we have our answer. ऐसे ऐसे में ऐसे देख ले कितना सिंपल है. कितना हसीन चेहरा, कितना प्यारी आंखें. Isn't it? Isn't it just like kitna haseen chehra and pyara aake was in this question also the basic question which will help you to understand the basic method of solving the problem. Okay? ठीक है. अगला question sir, अगला question. I know that everybody is telling. ठीक है, अगला question दे दिया. ये तो थोड़ा ट्रिकी है, थोड़ा तो ट्रिकी है. अरे भाई क्या कर रहे हैं, ठीक जा आप. ओके, अगला क्वेश्चन दे दिया. नाउ लेट मी सी द वेरी फर्स्ट पर्सन टू गिव मी द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. इसके लिए कौन कौन दे रहे हैं? Okay, so don't underestimate this question. You can make simple chotu mistake for this. चलिए question देवेगा, like that. Okay, good. Okay, tell me what is the answer going to be? The first person, I just want the very first person to give me the correct answer. Arey Mithilesh bhai, awesome, very good. The first person to give me the correct answer, I'm so happy. Okay, it is Meru also along with that. It is minus 300 joules. Okay, now try to be fast as possible, everyone. Okay, now Shreya, Jiu, Thea, Nandini, everybody is giving me the answer. Suresh Kumar, Sudendra Yadav. Yes, it's option B. Okay, why minus is popping up? I'll explain. We'll start. When a system goes from A to B, from A, the system is going to another state of B. It is supplied with 400 joule. Matlab, we are providing a heat energy of 400. Okay, and it does. Matlab, the gas molecule of the system does a work of 100. If the system is doing work, what is the sign of work done? Positive or negative? Positive. We have learned. Now, question is, if the system moves from B to A, what is the change in internal energy? We are talking about A to B, but the question is to find out the internal energy change from B to A. Okay. First, we will find out what is the internal change from A to B. Okay. So we'll start from the simple way. Delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done. Okay. What is change in heat energy given? 400. What is delta U? The change in internal energy. If the system is going from A to a final position of B, change in internal energy will be equal to final internal energy minus initial internal energy, UB minus UA. ठीक है, work done कितना? हो गया. So UB minus UA कितना है? This plus 100 come to the left as minus 400 minus 100 is 300. Now don't jump from the seat and pick the option A as the correct answer. This is if the system goes from A to B, internal energy change. Question तो ये नहीं है. Question क्या है? Question is if the system moves from B to A, delta U क्या है? System moves from an initial state of B to a final state of A. What is or how will we write the change in internal energy? Final minus initial, UA minus UB. This is equal to negative of UB minus UA. Negative of UB minus UA क्या है? 300. मिल गया हमको. देख ले. Look how important the sign is, because we already have plus 300 and minus 300. If you are not thorough with the sign convention, doing this problem, so difficult. Would be so difficult, isn't it? Okay, Meera, I hope you understood the mistake that you have made, right? Meru, Bhumika, Preeti, ठीक है. Next question से पहले we have to make a small derivation for the work done. Shall we do that? Then we can do a very बड़ा वाला question wait कर रहा है हमको. A big numerical question is waiting for us. But before that, we should take a 10 minutes of concepts. Ready? Ready to listen to some 10 minutes of concept? When you say, हाँ sir, ready है, you should be opening your notebook, you should be writing down everything, whatever I say, and write it on my screen. Okay, है ना? उदिप्ता, सुधेंद्रा, राधिका, मेरू, सुरेश, मानसी. Okay, ठीक है मेरे बच्चा लोग, ठीक है. Everyone is ready, है ना? देख ले. What are we gonna do? We are gonna find out a formula for the work done in this particular case. We'll draw the figure again. हमारा container with gas molecules वाला figure, isn't it? Yes. Here we have the piston, and let's say the initial volume of this container when the piston is here is V1. Okay. You provide some heat energy to the system. Some of the heat energy will be converted to work done. Matlab, the gas molecules, because of the increased pressure there, will be applying an extra upward force of F. And with this extra upward force of F, this piston will be moving up by making a small displacement of delta X. And if the piston moves up, it will be moving and attaining a new volume of V2. ठीक है, clear है ना इधर तक? Okay. Question तो ये नहीं है. Question is, what is the formula for work done in this case? What was the general formula? We have learned the chapter work per energy. Formula क्या था work done का? Force into displacement. Do we have a force here? Yes. Do we have a displacement? Yes. So substitute कर ले F into delta X. हो गया. Can I substitute force with the pressure? Obviously, if this has an area of A है ना, देख ले. If this has an area of A, force will be equal to, how will you express force in terms of pressure and area? Pressure into area into delta X. ठीक है, वो भी हो गया. Area into delta X क्या आता है? अरे bottom area, the base area of the cylinder into this extra displacement will give you what? This volume. Area into height, won't it be giving you this yellow colored volume? And what do we call this? This is the increased volume. And how will you write the increased volume as? P into delta. Delta V matlab final volume of V2 minus initial volume of V1. If you do, you will get this extra volume added because of the movement of piston upward. वो होता है delta V. So work done का formula है P delta V. Once again, work done का formula है P delta V. आ गया समझ? अरे आ गया समझ? बोल दो. आ गया समझ? We simply have derived the formula for work done ऐसे आसानी से. बोल दो. मिल गया तो मिल गया, समझ में आ गया, और कॉन्सेप्ट भी मिल गया तो जल्दी फटाफट बता दे. डेल्टा वी मतलब फाइनल वॉल्यूम माइनस इनिशियल मल्टीप्लाइड बाय प्रेशर. ऐसे आता है कॉन्सेप्ट, isn't it? आ गया तो आ गया सर, बिल्कुल समझ में आ गया है ना, बिल्कुल समझ में आ गया. ओके, क्रिस्टल क्लियर एवरीवन. मिथिलेश, सुरेश. सुरेश, यू गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट. वेरी गुड, बढ़िया बात है. ओके, I understood in a very good manner, and that was a Malayalam translation for the same which Devika has typed. Okay, so सब बच्चा लोगों को अच्छे से मिल गया, right? Okay. Now, can we do one more thing? You're like, sir, कितना बोलेगा? एक और small topic, 2 वाला. And what we are going to discuss is how to find the work done from pressure volume graph. What is it? From pressure volume graph है ना, how to find the work done. देख ले. Before we proceed, Anna, tell me which color is better for your eyes? Is it white color pen or the yellow color pen? Which color you find it better? बोल दे, I'm waiting for your answers. हमको white color चाहिए, white color writing on this blackboard, और yellow color चाहिए? Both is okay. Both is okay, right? Both will work, right? Okay, you're able to see it properly. Okay, mostly white and a combination of yellow. Okay. ठीक है. So I can see mix of white and yellow. So I think both the colors are compatible for your eyes, I suppose. So ठीक है. I'll use it accordingly. We'll start with हमारा white color. देख ले. Let me increase. Okay. Now, What we're gonna do? How to find the work done from a pressure volume graph. I'm gonna draw the y-axis, x-axis. On the y-axis, I'm gonna plot pressure. On the x-axis, I'm gonna plot volume. Just writing the derived formula for work done. Wasn't it P delta V? Henna? Yes, I have simply written the formula for work done. Okay. Now, let me draw a random diagram or a random graph for pressure volume. A random pressure volume graph. For simplicity of explanation, I have drawn a line parallel to the x-axis, which says, every point on this graph will be at a constant pressure, right? Okay, I think I don't need to explain you much on the graphs. Okay. I'm going to find the area under the graph. Matlab, the area bounded by this line. If I find the area, which quantity are we going to get? Let's say this is volume V1 and let's say this is volume E2. I'm going to find the area. Which or what physical quantity are awaiting us once we find the area? Okay, let's find out. Okay, how will we find the area of this rectangular shape? Length into breadth. On the length, what do we have? This portion, right? This is V2, this is V1. So this portion will be V2 minus V1. Okay, so length is V2 minus V1. Okay, and on the breadth side, what do we have? Pressure. So pressure into V2 minus V1. And V2 minus V1 क्या होता है? Delta V. So this is P delta V. P delta V क्या होता है? अरे work done. मतलब क्या है? मतलब ये है कि मेरा बच्चा लोग the area under pressure volume graph will give you the work done. आ गया समझ? अरे ये तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है मेरा बच्चा लोग. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मतलब सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, हाँ, सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट. Okay, can I give you one more thing regarding the sign convention of work done from this graph? ये भी देख ले. Initially, the system was at the point A. It moves towards right and finally it reaches a system of B. Tell me what will be the sign for the work done moving from A towards B. Sign for work done is given by the formula of P delta V. है ना? Delta V matlab V2 minus V1. So the delta V will be positive if V2 value is greater than V1. Matlab, if the final point or if the final state has a larger volume compared to the initial point or the initial state, then the work done will be positive. समझ में आ गया? Okay, in the graph, if the graph corresponds to an increase in volume, then we can say that the work done is positive. Or in the graph, if there is a net displacement towards the right, the work done will be positive. We can explain in any way, but the only thing is you should be understanding it. If this is clear, we can start with the next problem. Ready for the questions? Are you ready for the questions? ठीक है? Okay. Question कहाँ है? हाँ रे आ गया तो आ गया. Question तो आ गया. अरे भाई जा. जा भाई जा. Okay. Now I hope you all can see the question very clearly. अच्छे से, है ना? So read the question. I know that थोड़ा बड़ा लग रहा है, but फिर भी just read along, read the question अच्छे से, ठीक है? Understand the concept and try to give me the answer as soon as possible. ASAP. अरे, where is today's Malayalam line? Give us lines. अरे भूल गया प्रीति. Okay, before the end of the class, I'll be giving you. Or after this question, I'll just give you. ठीक है? आज का Malayalam line. Okay, the very first person to give me the answer. Is there anyone here? No? Nobody till now? Who's giving me the correct answer? I'm still gazing at the chat box here. GU A, Gurugul A, Suresh C. A option? No. Maybe C. Rishiraj, arey Rishiraj, there you go, the best, amazing one. It is option D, mere bachcha log. The correct option is option D, which is 2091 joules. 2091 joules. Explanation chahiye, nahi chahiye? Okay, I'll read the question. Okay, I'll explain. Suppose 1 gram, don't forget to convert it into kilogram because the final answer is in joules, which is SI units. Water vaporizes, matlab the water, matlab the liquid form is converting itself into its vapor form. If you want, I can write it. Array. Bye. Tick ho ja, tick ja. The water is converting into vapor. The liquid is converting itself into its vapor form. Okay. Now, in the atmospheric pressure, value is given there in with the initial volume of the liquid as 1. Once it converts itself as the vapor, the volume it has is 1671. Matlab initial volume ye hai, final volume ye hai, centimeter cube hai. Don't forget to convert to meter cube. ठीक है. Find the work done in the expansion first, and second is the change in internal energy. The options are given for change in internal energy. I think you might have understood that. We'll come to it later. First, we will find out the work done. Because that was the first question. Formula kya hai? Pressure into V2 minus V1. Yes. Simply substitute pressure 1.01 into 10 power 5. ठीक है. V2 minus V1. What is the final volume? 1671. Minus initial volume is 1. Array, don't forget to convert centimeter cube to meter cube by multiplying it with 10 power minus 6. Okay? हो गया. 1671 minus 1, 1670. 10 power 5 into 10 power minus 6 is 10 power minus 1. 1670 into 10 power minus 1 is 167. 167 into 1.01 will increase 169 by a small value. Final answer हो जाएगा 169. ठीक है. Work done, we got it as 169. Simple. Okay. Next part of the question is the change in internal energy. How can we do this? Array, we simply have to use delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done. है ना? Work done का value we already have. Now we simply have to substitute for delta Q. Tell me, when a water, which is a liquid, converts itself into vapor, delta Q, the amount of heat energy is required, how will we calculate? Formula क्या था? Try to remember, close your eyes and try to remember. Formula, anyone? Can anyone give me the answer? Can anyone give me the answer for this? Matlab, the amount of heat energy, array, we have learned in thermal properties. Don't make me to explain all those things again. मारूंगा सबको. बोल दे. अरे, I don't think I'll be getting the answer here. So shall I tell? Everybody can tell the formulas in your mind. It is delta Q is equal to mass into latent heat of vaporization. अब याद आ गया. What was the mass value? 1 gram or 10 power minus 3 kilogram. Mass is 1 gram, that is 10 power minus 3. Latent heat of vaporization 2.26 into 10 power 6. 10 power 6, 10 power minus 3 is 10 power 3. 2.26 into 10 power 3 is equal to 2260. है ना? It is 2260. ठीक है. फिर that is equal to delta U plus work done 169. So delta U कितना? 2260 minus 169, which will give you the answer as 209. हो गया समझ? देख ले how bigger the question was. How bigger the question was. लेकिन थोड़ा सा मेहनत से हमको मिल गया उत्तर. छोटू सा मेहनत से मिल गया हमको उत्तर. आ गया. What do you all say? है ना? Was it a success? मतलब me explaining the concept and you understanding, was it a success? Clear? Santidor, Suresh? Now clear, Mithilesh? अरे बाप रे. awesome, awesome. आ गया तो आ गया, बिल्कुल समझ में आ गया, राइट? ओके, श्रेया इज लाइक सर अगला क्वेश्चन दे दे, अगला क्वेश्चन दे दे, जस्ट गिव अस द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, दे दूंगा. ओके, म्यारा, भूमिका, देविका, जीयू, एवरीवन इज लाइक सर अगला क्वेश्चन. इजी पीसी था ये रे, इतना बड़ा कैलकुलेशन किया हम लोगों ने, फिर भी इजी पीसी. मे बी वी अंडरस्टूड दिस इन अ बेटर वे, मे बी दैट्स अ रीजन. हो सकता है ना? ओके, ना अरे अगला क्वेश्चन से पहले we should have to complete a छोटू वाला concept. मतलब molar heat capacity at constant pressure and molar heat capacity at constant volume. ये तो थोड़ा very important है. Okay, not important than first law of thermodynamics, but still it is important. One more reason is there for me to tell that ये important है, क्योंकि हमारा next chapter है kinetic theory. For kinetic theory ये है ना super important. Without this we cannot do anything with the topic of kinetic theory, so better learn this from here itself without any confusions. Ready? Okay, now we'll start from the first one. Do you remember molar heat capacity? Don't make me to explain it again. Thermal properties of matter we have learned. Arey, try to close your eyes and think about it. Thoda thoda mil raha hai, isn't it? I'll explain you in detail. Once again, I am taking a matter with 1 mole material. Matlab, I am taking a matter with 6.022 into 10 power 23 or 1 mole of material. I am taking 1 mole molecules. I am taking. ठीक है? Now, I am going to increase the temperature of this system of 1 mole by 1 degree Celsius. By 1 degree Celsius, I am going to increase its temperature. For this 1 mole of molecules, I am increasing the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. Don't we have to provide some heat energy for this purpose? है ना? Yes. This heat energy required for increasing the temperature of 1 mole of material by 1 degree Celsius, we call it as molar heat capacity. मतलब the heat मतलब the heat energy required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of a substance by 1 degree Celsius, or heat energy per unit mole per unit change in temperature is called as molar heat capacity. If we use a symbol as delta Q to express the amount of heat energy, molar heat capacity is heat energy per unit mass per unit change in temperature, and this is what we call it as specific heat capacity. अब याद आ गया थोड़ू सा, ठीक है? थोड़ू सा नहीं, this is the second time we are learning the same topic. You should be 100% clear about it. Clear I suppose, है ना? 3 question mark भी डाल दिया. Clear है ना बच्चा लोग? ठीक है? Specific heat capacity का definition. Okay. Now what we are going to discuss. ये तो हो गया, ये तो पुराना बात है बच्चा लोग, ठीक है? ये तो थोड़ा भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नया नहीं है इस पे. Okay. नया क्या है हमारा? Now we are going to measure the specific heat capacity in different conditions. Okay. We'll take a next page then. First condition in which we are going to measure the specific heat capacity, देख ले. We have a system, ठीक है? We have a system with initial pressure as PA, its volume as VA and its temperature as TA, ठीक है? Now ये system है ना, we are changing to a new pressure of PB, ठीक है? New volume of okay, 1 minute. We are converting this to a new system by keeping the pressure as constant by changing the volume and the temperature. What is it? We are having a system. Volume तो change हो गया, temperature तो change हो गया, but we are keeping the pressure as a constant. During this particular process है ना, we measured the specific molar heat capacity, and the molar heat capacity measured in this particular case by keeping the pressure as a constant. When the pressure was made constant, and whenever we made a measurement of specific heat capacity, we name it as specific heat capacity at constant pressure. ठीक है? Specific heat capacity at constant pressure. And when should be when this value was obtained? Whenever we have a thermodynamic process with a constant value of pressure, ठीक है? the specific heat capacity obtained is Cp or molar heat capacity at constant pressure. ठीक है, आ गया समझ? देख ले, one more case we have. अरे भाई नीचे आजा भाई. Okay. Second case क्या है? देख ले, we have a system, same system, initially PA, VA and TA. We are having a thermodynamic system where we convert the state to a new pressure of PB, but volume remains the same and the temperature also changes. Now, the specific heat, why specific heat? Molar heat capacity के बारे में बोल रहा है, ठीक है? Now, the molar heat capacity was measured in this case, मेरा बच्चा लोग, and was it the same? बिल्कुल नहीं. The molar heat capacity measured during this process where the volume was kept constant was named as CV, and this was found totally different. This was found totally different from the molar heat capacity measured whenever the pressure was kept constant. Okay, so whenever the pressure was kept constant, the molar heat capacity is defined as Cp. When the volume is kept constant and the molar heat capacity is CV. अरे ये specific heat क्यों आ रहा है मेरे मुंह पे? Okay, molar है, ठीक है? If I have used specific in any of the explanation or statement, अभी के लिए specific heat capacity है दूसरा वाला. Now we are talking about molar heat capacity. ये clear है? Clear है ना बच्चा लोग? Okay, in process where pressure is constant, molar heat capacity is Cp. Where volume is constant, it's Cv. Okay, I know that what you all are thinking. Sir, you all have told us, right, that Cp and Cv are different. How to find its value? कैसे मिलेगा ये Cp and Cv का value? Shall we do a chotu derivation? I'll only do the derivation if I get the permission from you. है ना? Because बच्चा लोग है ना आज का. Kings and the queens here. So all the kings and queens in the class, are you all ready to listen to it? छोटू वाला है, इतना बड़ा theory कुछ भी नहीं है, ठीक है? छोटू वाला है. Okay, अच्छे से. Yes, Bhumika, Shreya. Okay. Yes, sir, let's do. Yes, please. Okay, everyone is like, sir, yes, we are good to go. Okay, first we will start with CV. How to make a measurement of this specific heat cups. अरे यार, मैं तो मारेगा, मैं तो bottle के साथ मारेगा. अरे specific heat capacity नहीं, molar heat capacity. अरे क्यों आ रहा है पता नहीं. Molar heat capacity. First I learned something. Molar heat capacity, molar heat capacity, molar heat capacity. Okay, I think after this the specific word doesn't come into my mouth. Okay, we'll start with the calculation of molar heat capacity at constant volume. ठीक है, ready है ना? देख ले, we'll just draw the process once again. We have a system with pressure PA, its volume as VA and its temperature as TA. Okay, now we are converting this to a new state where the pressure is changed, volume remains a constant and the temperature is changed to a new value of TB. Okay, we all know the first law of thermodynamics, right? Delta Q is equal to delta U plus work done, which is P delta V. What is delta V? Change in volume क्या है? इधर भी VA है, इधर भी VA है, मतलब delta V change in volume 0 है, मतलब this term will be 0, ठीक है, plus delta U. Delta Q क्या है? How will we write delta Q? If you don't remember, I'll just help you with the definition of this molar heat capacity. That was delta Q divided by N delta T. है ना? Yes or no? Yes. So delta Q will be equal to NC, देख ले, NC delta T. Okay, समझ में आ गया? लेकिन here the volume is remaining as a constant. So tell me which molar heat capacity we want to use? CV. So we got the formula. NCV delta T is equal to delta U. or if you want a direct relation for CV, that is delta U divided by N delta T. Okay, देख ले. More important than this is this one. Do you know why? Because here we have made a simple formula for delta U. What was delta U? अरे internal energy change को we got a formula. Formula क्या है? NCV delta T. अरे delta U का formula क्या है? NCV delta T. बहुत important है मेरे बच्चा लोग, बहुत important है. Once again, by heart this. अरे you will have to use in the next chapter also. What is it? Delta U का value होता है NCV delta T. कौन कौन by heart किया? कौन कौन by heart किया the formula for delta U? Okay, delta U का वैल्यू हो गया NCV delta T. How many of you? How many of you? Okay, along with by hearting, I want everybody to note down also. जल्दी से नोट भी कर ले, नोट भी कर ले. Okay, yes. Okay, सुरेश कुमार तो हो गया. अरे मेरा अच्छा अच्छा हो गया सुरेश कुमार. अब सब समझ में आ गया ना, आ रहा है ना सुरेश? ठीक है. भूमिका, श्रेया, प्रीति, मेरू, ऋषि, देविका. ओके. हाँ. Okay. So I think before we proceed to CP finding out, I think I need to give the Malayalam statement for today, right? The Malayalam line which you all should be by hearting. Give me a line, Anna, which you want me to translate into Malayalam. बोल दे. Give me some lines in English or in Hindi so that I can translate it for you in Malayalam, and that will be the statement for the day. Let me see. Okay, I am so smart. Okay, I am your teacher. Okay, देख ले. I am your teacher. Okay, I am ഞാൻ. Okay, your നിങ്ങളുടെ. Once again, I am means ഞാൻ, your means നിങ്ങളുടെ, teacher അധ്യാപകൻ. Okay, so I am your teacher. I am ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ teacher ആണ്. Once again, I am ഞാൻ your നിങ്ങളുടെ teacher അധ്യാപകൻ. So ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ അധ്യാപകനാണ്. बेसिक सेंटेंस ही हो गया. आई एम योर टीचर, है ना? यस प्रीति, नाउ ऑन मैडम सर. अरे मैडम सर क्यों? देविका इज लाइक सर यू डोंट नीड टू टीच मी मलयालम, मुझे अच्छे से आता है, दैट टू ट्रिवांड्रम वाला मलयालम. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ അധ്യാപകനാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ്സ് ഓൾസോ വർക്ക്. Okay, do you need to translate any other statement जल्दी से? हाँ मिथिलेश, very good. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ അധ്യാപകനാണ്. Good. Okay. Oh, so there is a serial, Madam Sir. Okay. Many people call Ameer Sir Amu. अरे ये कैसे हो गया? क्लियर है ना बच्चे लोग? अभी इंस्टेड ऑफ मी आस्किंग है ना, सुरेश कुमार पूछ रहे, अरे क्लियर है ना बच्चे लोग? भूमिका, वी ऑल लव यू सर. अरे थैंक यू सो मच. ओके, सो हो गया बात. ओके, व्हाट आई प्रॉमिस्ड आई डिलीवर्ड टू यू. नाउ सीवी का वैल्यू भी मिल गया. ओके, डेल्टा यू का वैल्यू भी मिल गया. ओके, नाउ इट्स टाइम टू मेक अ डेरिवेशन फॉर सीपी का वैल्यू. Molar heat capacity at constant pressure. देख ले बच्चे लोग, we have a system with a pressure of PA, its volume is VA and a temperature of TA. Now you are changing the system's state to a new value by keeping the pressure as constant as PA itself, but changing the volume to new value VB and its temperature to TB. वॉल्यूम भी चेंज हो रहा है, टेम्परेचर भी चेंज हो रहा है, लेकिन द प्रेशर इज केप्ट एज अ कांस्टेंट हियर. कैन यू सी दैट? यस. नाउ we'll make use of the first law of thermodynamics. Delta Q is equal to delta U plus P delta V. Okay. Now tell me, what is the formula for delta Q? We all know NC delta T. But which C value we have to use? Here the pressure is kept constant, so the molar heat capacity is at constant pressure. We mark it as Cp. Okay, is equal to, array delta U ka formula we already have derived. What was it? NCV delta T plus. Now we have to substitute for P delta V. From where? याद है इसको? Okay, पहचाना है इसको? Do you all recognize this particular person here or this equation? Ideal gas equation, right? Okay, so here in this ideal gas equation, number of moles constant, R already a constant, हमारा universal gas. In this case, the pressure is also a constant. So the only variables are volume and temperature. मतलब whenever the volume changes, temperature change. Now I am making a small change in volume, so it becomes delta V. So what will happen? The temperature will also be changing as delta T. Club P delta V will be equal to NR delta T. Can I do this? और क्या? बिल्कुल कर सकता है. Can I substitute the same also here? और क्या? NR delta T. Common क्या है? N delta T, N delta T, N delta T. When you see something common, cut कर ले. What is remaining? Here we have Cp. Here we have Cv. Here we have R. So Cp, molar heat capacity at constant pressure. Okay. Molar heat capacity at constant pressure, if Cv comes to the left hand side, minus Cv equal to R. Needless to say, super important है, you will find this particular equation to be used in many numerical questions for its completion. So बहुत बड़ा important है. Cp minus Cv is equal to R for all the gases in all the cases. Cp is not specific. Make sure that C is molar heat capacity at constant pressure and volume. Okay, Cp and Cv are molar heat capacity at constant pressure and constant volume. ठीक है? Is it clear? Is it clear मेरे बच्चा लोग? Is it clear मेरे बच्चा लोग? Clear? Not clear. Clear? Not clear. Mithilesh, clear? Okay. Bhumika, Sandro, Shriya. Song के लिए ठीक है, आज तो अच्छा दिन है. I am also feeling good. So after the next question, I'll play a song for you. Okay, fine. Will that be fine? Okay. The last question मेरा बच्चा लोग. Now, don't look into internet. Whoever looks into the internet will only be getting the wrong answer, because there they have used Cp and Cv for specific heat capacity, but this Cp and Cv what we are having is molar for 1 mole. Okay, for 1 mole it is not specific, because if you search internet for this question you will be finding in terms of specific. We don't need that. Okay, अरे क्वेश्चन का आंसर दे दे पहले, and whoever gives me the answer first, and if that person wants me to sing a song, then only I'll be singing a song. That person who gives me the correct answer, not the copied answer from internet. पूरा का पूरा बच्चा लोग ने मुझे इंटरनेट वाला उत्तर दे रहा है. Still I didn't find any answer. अरे आंसर दे दे मुझे. अरे सी ऑप्शन भी नहीं है, ए बी सी nobody. Are Sandador Gaming is very good with playing with his tricks and lucks. Yes, it's option D. Very good. It's A equal to B. अरे मैं कितने बार बोल दिया बच्चा लोग, वो तो मोलार हीट कैपेसिटी के बारे में वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मोलार हीट कैपेसिटी, नॉट स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी. कितने बार बोल दिया. ऑप्शन डी इज अ करेक्ट because whatever may be the gas we have, Cp minus Cv will be equal to R. Okay, in whichever case, if we are talking about molar heat capacities, if it is specific heat capacity, the answer will be along with 16 like you told me. ठीक है, वो तो सही है. Like I told you, ये तो molar है. I already have specified in molar heat capacity Cp minus Cv is R. अरे it will be R, universal gas constant, in whichever case we talk about. Okay. Yes, Mithilesh, Babita, Jiu. Okay, now I can see the answers. आ गया समझ? Okay, so Sandador, do you want me to sing? Okay, so Sandador also won. So shall I go and take the guitar and come back? Sir, if you say ABC or incorrect, अरे बिल्कुल, you guys were not giving the answers, so at least you have to give that hint है ना? Obviously that's not hint. Okay, so yes. Okay, I'll just come, give me 10 seconds. Okay, there you go. Okay. Which song you guys want? Which song? Which song? La, 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 hey. Okay, one minute. Sorry. I forgot to take the mics. Once again. रहता हूँ आँखों में तेरी, दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी, डूब रहता हूँ आँखों में तेरी, दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी. अब गुजरती नहीं, रात कटती नहीं, तस्वीर से बात बनती नहीं, तू आजा. कोई जाने ना पहचाने ना ये हुआ कैसे, तुम आओगे ख्वाबों में से. कोई जाने ना पहचाने ना ये हुआ कैसे, तुम आओगे ख्वाबों में से. बेवफा 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 न जा, डूब रहता हूँ आँखों में तेरी, दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी, डूब रहता हूँ आँखों में तेरी, दीवाना बन गया हूँ मैं तेरी चाहत में तेरी. Okay. Done, done. Clear? That's awesome. Array, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shreya, Babita, Jiu, Bhumika, Rishiraj. Array, thank you so much everyone. Mera pyara bachcha lo. If you all have like it. Okay. Now, how are you going to return all these love towards me? कैसे? Okay. So मौके पे चौका मारना, चौके पे मौका, मतलब मौके पे चौका मारना है ना? I think that's what you say, right? Okay. How are you going to return all the love? Just move your cursor and click on that like button. That's the only way so that you can show some love towards me, right? Shudosh Pandey knows me. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the awesome compliments here, Devika, Preeti. Okay. Then Gio, Myara, Aryan, Bhumika, Shreya. Okay, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल एक दिन दे दूंगा आपको. Then how will I teach you chalo without my voice? Thank you so much, Chaudhary, Bhumika, and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for all this love and comments that you are putting it over here. Okay, I'm so happy and overwhelmed with full of happiness. Okay, thank you so much. We'll proceed further. But chalo, don't forget, right, to make the subscription and to come and join my plus classes, plus courses are going on. You can also come and join. Now, how to join, you all know. Make the subscription, and if you want to get a 10% of discount, हमारा code क्या है? It's AMB10. And this is the best time to make the subscription because along with 12 months of subscription, extra 3 months subscription is given मेरा अच्छा लो. ठीक है? And one more thing I want to tell you, बच्चा लोग, tomorrow we have a class. I forgot to tell you, not at 8 p.m. Tomorrow we have 10 p.m. super mega menti session है. Okay, we have mega menti quiz. Mega menti quiz है tomorrow on YouTube itself at 10 p.m. Don't forget to join the class at 10 p.m. for the super mega menti quiz mera bachcha log. I'll be expecting every one of you tomorrow from the chapter of thermal properties of matter. I want every one of you to join because I really want to see who's going to be on top of tomorrow's leaderboard. ठीक है? Arey Jiu, thank you so much. Bachcha log, an Academy Prodigy program is going on. Now you all know, even when you join colleges, you need the scholarship, and an academy is there to give you that scholarship, right? To win a 20 lakh college grant. Now you can come and write this exam, and if you want to enroll for this exam for free, the code is हमारा code क्या है? Code क्या है? It was AMB10. Our code is AMB10. Use this, get 10% of discount and maximum offers while you make the subscription. Okay. Now these are the schedules for each and every classes. For each and every exam, their dates, everything is given. You can come and join for it. Okay. So yes, thank you so much. Now you can see that exciting rewards you all are going to win. Starting from MacBook, Amazon vouchers, App Live phone. If you get something, you can also send it to me. Now the batches for the class 11th, you can see. This was a batch I was talking about, Bachalo Spark for term 2, where I'll be taking physics there. You can come and join. Okay? I'll be waiting there. This is for class 12, which is not for you all. So special class features, as you all know. Now, thank you so much everyone, Bachalo, for being here, making this class so awesome and making it super fantastic. Now, if you all have enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like button there. Okay, subscribe to the channel so that you will get the notifications on time. Okay, so मैं तो जा रहा हूँ मेरे बच्चा लोग. Thank you so much. I'll be uploading the notes on Unacademy Class 11th and 12th Telegram channel. Notes will be given to you. Don't forget to download it and come to the next class after making a complete revision. ठीक है? Question तो पूछेगा मैं. So bye everyone. Good night. See you all in the next class. Jiu, Devika, Mithilesh, Meru, Simi, Shreya. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much. If you had fun, वो तो उससे ज़्यादा बढ़िया बात कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे ज़िंदगी पे as a teacher. Okay, so bye everyone. See you all in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care.